crypto layoffs continue. Crypto layoffs, there's a lot of them over the last 8 to 10 months. And Magic Eden is now on that list. Now, Magic Eden is one of the more prominent Solana-based NFT marketplaces. They've expanded to other chains. They're going to bring their marketplace to multiple NFT communities, but they've to date been known as sort of the OpenSea of Solana. They're announcing today that they're laying off 22 staff. It's unclear what the total headcount is, so we don't know what that is in percentage terms. Whether that's big or large is a bit hard to assess at this point, but co-founder Jack Liu took to Twitter and posted an internal memo that he sent to his staff announcing that they were also pursuing layoffs like many other crypto firms in the space over the last few months. So yeah, we've had the layoff story time and time again, both in NFTs and beyond. I'm going to toss this straight to Jen for her thoughts. Is this an NFT story? Is this just a crypto winter story? What's your take on this one?
I think it's a crypto winter story. I think that the Solana ecosystem is suffering. We have Sam Bankman-Fried to thank for that. And it's just like a broader crypto winter story, right? This isn't the only NFT marketplace that's had layoffs. Super Rare cut staff by 30%. OpenSea laid off, I think, almost 20% of staff. I feel so dumb for that small. I had like an outburst on the show before the Super Bowl where I was like, yeah, it's okay to advertise NFTs during the Super Bowl. It's not. It's crypto winter. I think that it's time to build, and this just makes sense, right? I think what they said in the story was that they're focusing on, different product offerings and possibly different business models. I think this is the time to focus on that. I don't think a whole bunch of new customers are coming into the NFT space. So unfortunately, I think it makes sense. But from a business perspective, for the NFT platforms that want to stay alive throughout this bear market, it just makes sense to cut staff for now. Will, what do you got?
I think you have to contextualize this within like tech layoffs as well, right? Because it's not just Bitcoin and crypto people who are getting laid off. It's also a lot of tech people. So like Meta, Amazon, Netflix, like they're all laying people off. And the question is like, is it too much? Is it too little? And we don't really quite know right now because the Fed is doing its thing. Inflation's still high, but jobs are still really tight, right? Like it's still pretty easy to get a job if you look at it statistically. There's still like a lot of openings out there. For crypto, obviously it's like a little bit different because you have to have like a lot of tribal knowledge, right? You can't just walk into a crypto job as easily as you can walk into any other job. And tech itself is also pretty hard to walk into because you have to have some context about what a tech job means. You have to be a software developer. You don't have to market tech stack, stuff like that. So there's a little bit more context there. But I do see these stories in light of like the tech layoffs that's been happening lately. Odd Lots, which is a Bloomberg podcast, but everyone should go listen to, had a podcast come out about this 2 days ago talking about like the different tech layoffs. Basically, the story there was like the layoffs haven't been as severe as the hiring spree was the last 2 to 3 years. And that's something we haven't really talked about. Yes, there's been about 30,000 job layoffs in crypto. There's also a tremendous hiring spree over the last few years, right? Everyone was hiring at a very fast clip. So I'd love to see those numbers contextualized. I don't think we have that necessarily because it's hard to get a good grip on that information. But I think it would give us like a little bit more of a note about like where we are from an industry sense.
I actually am kind of curious to see how much because Magic Eden was initially a Solana-based NFT trading platform. I would like to see the volume there to see if there was like a big decrease as opposed and compare it to Ethereum NFT trading to see if there's a big decrease there and see maybe that's one of the reasons why that they are laying people off. But kind of in closing, I do want to say that I don't believe the jobs report that we're getting in the US, and I just think the numbers are immensely skewed, and I'm just not happy about it.
Where's your tinfoil crown?
It's right here.
Put it back on, Wendy.
I didn't get it. I don't believe the jobs report. I think that they like to change the values that they're using and the sample size, and they don't account for people that that are not going back into the workforce, people that have like 3 or 4 jobs at one time, part-time jobs, whatever that may be. So again, I think that all the data is skewed, and yes, the CPI report did come out today as well.